All right. I think that's right. Morning, everyone. It's me. I'm Gail Wolf, and this is Morning Medicine. Saturday morning, let that shit go shirt. It's a good time to let some shit go, as it always is. Probably more now than ever before. It's a great time to let your shit go. So, what shit are we letting go today? Um, Judgments of other people. Letting go of our judgments of everybody else. And before I go totally down that road, I want to back up just a little bit and say that I honestly believe that right now is one of the greatest opportunities that we've ever had in on a collective level. It really is. Um, this is one of the most uncomfortable times that we've ever experienced. One of the most uncomfortable things that anybody has been through. A lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of people are afraid of getting sick. A lot of people are afraid of staying home. A lot of people are just afraid. And it's interesting. One of the big big elements of unrest that I'm actually seeing that's aside from losing jobs and being sick and things like that is our relationships. A lot of our relationships are totally messed up right now. Totally messed up. So I'm looking on Facebook, and hey, good morning, Jeremy. How you doing, buddy? Who else is on there? He's on twice. Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you, bud. Um, so it's like I look on Facebook, and I see one person post something about I don't know, like vaccines are great or whatever, and the very first post on there is a protest to their post, and they'll post a contrary article. Or I'll see someone post and say, vaccines are horrible and Bill Gates is Satan incarnated or something like that. And someone will immediately post a rebuttal right below it. And there's like this whole catty thing that's just going on back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And or the other thing that I've noticed too is, and I've gotten this one a few times, is posting something that is too positive. People are blasting people for being positive. Hey, good morning, Randy. Good to see you, buddy. Um, and it, and I realized too, and I was noticing this. I belong to a men's group, and even in the men's group, I've noticed there's a degree of tension that is not always present there. Good morning, Kimmy. Hey, Lynette. Good to see you both. Um, and so what I'm realizing is that everybody's on edge. Everybody is on edge. For example, Wisconsin just opened up north of the border here, and of course, there's a lot of hot debate over whether this is a good idea, bad idea, so on and so forth. Uh, well, uh, my parents went up and checked it out, and they were telling me that they're standing in a bar drinking some beer or whatever, and um, uh, everybody is just like f bomb this and f bomb that, and like there's just this frustration that's in the air, just this anger and this edginess, and we're taking it out on each other, and we're taking it out on the people that we don't agree with. We're taking it out if you're not wearing a mask, you're taking it on the person that is, and if you are wearing a mask, you're taking it out on the person that isn't. And we're really seeing it on Facebook, all over the place. These posts that are going on, um, it's pretty wild. The How much we are at one another's throats right now. And what I've noticed in just in my own internal process is I'll be looking on Facebook, and I'll see a post, and I'll have the thought like, man, that's just ridiculous. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, what the hell, Um, but then I come back to center, and I'm like, okay, well, wait a minute. This person's doing their thing. Like, This person is expressing what they believe, because right now nobody knows what to believe. Nobody knows. It's, it's so wild right now how much truth is out there and how much untruth is out there, and who really knows which is which. Your guess is as good as mine, man. I've got no idea. And most of us really don't. Most of us really don't know what it is right now. And so we're left to find our own truth. But in the middle of all that, having some patience and some grace for those who are speaking up, for those who are afraid and talking, or those who are uh, expressing whatever they want to express, and say, "Hey, I read this article. It resonated with me. Put it out there." And instead of bashing the person for being whatever different, or a lot of us are saying, "Well, you're an idiot." Um, Hold back. Like, we don't need to do this to each other. What if? What if instead of reading those posts and blasting one another, we say, "Explain your point to me. I'm curious. I'm curious about what it is you have to say. I'm interested. I want to know where you're coming from. I want to know how you're approaching this. I want to know how you're thinking about this. I'm interested." Do you notice how one immediately pushes one person away and the other one invites them in? And we can do this not only with other people, we can do this with ourselves. If we're looking on Facebook, or we're reading an article, or thinking something, and we get polarized by it, I can look at an article and say, "Wow, this is ridiculous," and kind of inquire to myself, like, "Well, why? Why do I think this is ridiculous? What's up with me?" you know, like, if we're curious about these things, and we kind of lean into the what if and how abouts um, and those sorts of things, we're going to start coming together more than driving each other apart. Because right now, that's one of the main problems is we're at each other's throats, man. Like, we're cutting each other down right and left, and you know we don't have to do that. That was a great time to come together. Huge, huge, huge opportunity. That's one of the big things about chaotic times like this, is it's opportunity to grow. It's opportunity. I mean, how many times you've been through something that's just been a total ass kicker, a time in your life where you just totally found yourself on your knees, totally beaten down, crying naked on the bathroom floor, or whatever that looks like. And it sucks. It totally sucks being there. But you get through the other side of it. You get through the other side of that challenging relationship, or that breakup, or that bankruptcy, or whatever it was that was totally devastating. You get to the other side of it, kind of dust yourself off eventually, and you turn around and look at what you've been through, and you realize, you know what? I'm a better person for that. I'm better off because I went through that. I'm better off because I had that experience. So if we have a sense of curiosity around what we're going through right now, and realizing that right now we are in the middle of that breakup, we're in the middle of the breakdown before the breakthrough, and we can use this time to really look at ourselves and look at ways that we can accept each other. We're going to get through this with a lot more grace. And one of the big components of this is, I know a lot of people, uh, just reading online, friends of mine, and different people that I know, that talk about having peace on earth. Peace on earth. And there's this idea that, excuse me, that peace on earth is because everybody adheres to a common rule, or a common theme. Well, yes and no. It's like, it's over and over and over. Our history has shown us on this entire planet that whenever there's been an outside authority of any kind that imposes some sort of a rule, or some sort of a law, or some sort of established way of being, that not everybody is served, that somebody's irritated about the solution that's being imposed upon them. And so, this notion that one law fits all or one rule fits all doesn't work. This is one of the things that's breaking down in our society right now. It's fallen apart because it doesn't work, and it never has. It's caused so much of the pain and suffering on our planet because we have an umbrella of consciousness over us that's not allowing us to be who we want to be. And of course, everyone, the next step in that argument is people go, well, human nature is to do this and human nature is to do that, and we will always be this way, and we'll always need to have some sort of a authority figure to tell us this and tell us that. No, no, I don't agree with that. Not at all. I believe that human nature was what it was for a period of time, and for that time it served us to learn, just like that bad relationship I was just talking about, that relationship or that bankruptcy that we went through. Humanity is coming through that. We are on the backside of that bad relationship. We are on the backside of that bankruptcy. We are on the backside of our separation and our teardown. We are on the verge and in the middle of the biggest evolution in consciousness this planet has ever seen. And human nature itself is what is evolving and becoming different. We are turning into a completely different type of human being right now. This global breakdown in the societies that we have, that in the societies that have been established for so long, is just the beginning of it. Right now, we are naked on the bathroom floor, bawling our eyes out as the relationship or as the bankruptcy is happening and falling apart. That's where we're at. Because where we're going, what lies on the backside of this, what's coming down the road, give this isn't a fast process, folks. This is slow. This is a slow evolutionary process, but it's going to take years. It's going to take years for this to evolve. But on the backside of this, where we're going, is the place where we are more interested in our differences and we celebrate our differences rather than try to nail each other to the cross for them. And that's what shifts things. The one concept fits all is something that we adopt within ourselves because our consciousness has evolved to the point that we have embraced the notion that we are all worthy of love, and we are worthy to give that love, and we're worthy to accept that from other people. And because we can accept it from other people, we can also accept what we don't agree with. So what we're seeing right now is all of that being reflected right back to us. The outside authority that says it has to be this way, these are the rules, and this is the way it's going to be, is what's falling apart. And it's our inner authority, it's our self knowing, and it's our authentic connections and relating with other people that is beginning to come online and take over. And it's not a comfortable process. It's not. We're in that point right now where we're like, wow, that was a bad relationship. Don't want to be there anymore. Or that was a bad financial situation. Don't want to be there anymore. Or that job I was doing that I just lost and I'm upset over. I'm upset over losing that job, but you know what? That job sucked. And now I have an opportunity to lace up my boots again and get out there and give it another shot. Because now I can do it the way I want to do it. I can get out there and create the life that I want to create, be who I want to be, express what I want to express, do the things that I want to do, and do them on my terms. That's the opportunity that we have right now. And it's one that involves a lot of self control. It's one that involves a lot of self discipline. It's one that involves a lot of work. But inspired work, creative work is not work, it's creative and inspired action. So the freedom that we have right now, the freedom from the jobs that we had or the situation that was, is an opportunity to recreate ourselves, to jump into that creative flow that we all have inside of us, that sense of purpose, or that fulfillment that can be here. That's where we're headed, folks. So embracing this time and not slandering each other, breaking each other down, that's going to be one of the keys here. I really do believe that peace on earth is possible. And it's not some pie in the sky sort of idea. I really believe it. But it takes each and every one of us stepping up and dropping our judgments of everyone else, and and um and also our judgments of ourselves, in order to have it. Because peace on earth isn't going to be established through a government. It's not going to be established through some organizing body. It's going to be established within ourselves. And once we start to establish that in ourselves, that government, the corporations, and everything else will start reflecting that as well. Because all that ever was, the government, the corporations, and all that ever was a reflection of our internal consciousness. It was just being played out on a larger screen. As we evolve through this time, as our consciousness evolves through this time, our governing organizations and our corporations are going to reflect that. They're going to start reflecting the peace that we start to embrace on our own levels. But first, we have to let our own shit go. We've got to face ourselves in the mirror and make the changes there. And that's where it starts to ripple out, little bit by little bit by a little bit. And that's why this transition is going to take a number of years. It's going to be slow. It's going to take some time. It's not going to be comfortable. But we know where we're at, though, too. So, right on. Thanks for listening to me this morning. I appreciate it. And if you got any comments or you've got anything else that you want to add, any questions that you might have, or anything that you want me to talk about, anything that you want to riff on, please feel free to throw some comments in there on Facebook. Hey, good morning, Lisa. Good to see you. Hey, Ann, Lisa, Saab, what's up, buddy? Um, so want to advertise a few things, of course, which is always fun to do. So I love donations. I really appreciate it. I don't get paid for getting on here and doing this. I just kind of get on here hoping that somebody walks away with maybe a little bit different perspective, or that this helps bring some hope to some people. That's really what I'm after right now, because I know a lot of people are going through it. So appreciate donations. And also, if anybody's looking for some more one-on-one support right now, um, there's a link up there you can click on if you want to get a one-on-one session with me. I'm good with business, good with relationships, good with all kinds of things. I do intuitive sessions, and I call myself an ascension coach. So if that seems to line up for you, then click on the link there, and get yourself set up with a session with me. And got a podcast that I'm really excited about. It's called New Consciousness Now. It's myself and my friend Dr. Jay Eaker out in Boulder, Colorado, and we're getting together once a week and making a new podcast, a new episode every single week. And there's a link there if you want to listen to that. And please subscribe so you won't miss a single episode. They're all exciting. And and then every single Wednesday night, I'm doing a live channeling for people, and it's called Wisdoms for a New Earth. And I've been getting a lot of interesting downloads and so forth about really the consciousness on the planet right now, what's evolving, what's going on, where we're headed, and um, and so I've been channeling some pretty interesting messages around this. And the tickets for that are pretty cheap, but there's a link in the comments there on Facebook you can click on if you want to come to the event next Wednesday. And I think that's all I want to advertise right now. So I'm going to go into the next part of this because we're not done yet. and do a little bit of somatic work. And somatic work is really just about getting present, getting inside. Because if you're facing a lot of the feelings, a lot of the emotions, a lot of the thoughts, a lot of the frustrations and anger, and if you're belching up a smoothie like I am right now, maybe this will help. I don't know. Find out. I don't know if it cures belching or not. Probably not. I know that what I'm about to do helps with anxiety and fear, so that much I know. Anyway, so I'm gonna do some somatic work here, and please follow along and participate. It will certainly help to get you grounded, help to get you centered, and get present in your body, get present in the moment. And when we're present to ourselves, we're able to move through the day with a lot more grace, a lot more groundedness and focus, and be able to make better decisions. So let's do some meditating, do some somatic work. All right. So just begin by closing your eyes, getting comfortable, finding yourself in a nice position, either sitting or laying down, chilling out. Close your eyes, bring your awareness inside. Bringing your awareness into your being, into your body, bringing your thoughts within, allowing any thoughts that you have about what's going on the rest of the day, about where you're going, what you're going to be up to, what you're having for breakfast. Just allow all those thoughts to just fall away. Give yourself the gift of the here and the now. There's nowhere to go, and there is nothing to do. There is just here and now. Let your awareness fall more centered into your breath. Begin to feel the rise and the fall of your chest. Begin to feel the inhalation, the exhalation of the breath. We're going to deepen in that awareness by taking 5 breaths. And these breaths are going to be in the mouth and out the mouth. And as we inhale, we're going to be filling in. Be breathing in, filling the top of our chest, the top, middle, bottom of our lungs, our torsos, our base, our thighs, all the way out through our legs, all the way out to our toes. We'll hold for 3 seconds, and then we'll exhale all the way up and all the way back out. All right, here we go. Breathing in the mouth, filling the top, middle, bottom of the lungs, torso, base, thighs, knees, calves, all the way out to your little tippy toes, and hold for 2, 3, and exhale from your toes up the legs, up your base, up the torso, all the way up and out the lungs. Get a nice squeeze at the bottom of that exhale. Nice job breathing in for the second breath. Feeling your entire body, feeling your entire being, all the way down from your torso, all the way down to your legs, all the way out through to your toes, and hold for 2, 3, then exhaling from your toes, up your feet, up your calves, up your knees, your thighs, base, torso, lungs, and get a nice squeeze at the bottom of the exhale, compressing all the air out of your lungs and out of your body. Nice job breathing in for the third breath. Filling the top, middle, bottom of the lungs, torso, base, thighs, knees, calves, toes, and hold all the way out at your toes for 2, 3, and exhaling out the mouth. Bringing the energy and the breath from your feet all the way up your legs, up your base, up your torso, all the way up and out your lungs, and squeeze at the bottom of your exhale. Nice job breathing in for the fourth breath. All the way out to your toes. Breathe in a little bit more than you think you can hold, and then hold it for 2, 3, and exhale from your feet up your calves, your thighs, your base, your torso, all the way up, all the way out, and get a nice compression. Squeeze it out at the very bottom of your exhale. Good job. Breathing in for the fifth and final breath. Inhaling, inhaling, filling your entire torso, filling your entire body all the way down, filling your legs with breath and energy all the way out to your toes, and hold it for two, three, and begin the exhale. Breathing the energy out, breathing out the breath. Keep exhaling, and squeeze every last bit of breath, every last bit of energy down into a nice compression. Nice job, and breathe easy. And check in with yourself. Notice where you're at. Notice where your thoughts are. Notice where your awareness is. Are you here? Are you in your body? Or are you somewhere else? Are you in this moment? Or are you thinking the past or the future? Where are you at? All right. So we're going to do some somatic work now. And somatic work is really, really good for, hey, morning, Ash. How you doing, girl? Hey, Bridget. What's up? Kelly, Nicole. How you doing? Um, So somatic work is really good for getting grounded and getting present in a really short amount of time. It's so effective at bringing awareness inside. And, in a time like this, there's a lot of us that have a ton of stuck emotions, a ton of anxiety, and a ton of fear. Either what we're going through, what we've been through, and ways that we might be trying to put our lives back together, or the simple question of what's next. And if we're present and we're balanced and we're grounded in our bodies as we face these questions and try to figure these things out, we're going to make far better decisions than if we're ungrounded, freaking out, and going crazy. So these somatic techniques are really, really effective for getting in and getting present. Good morning, Kelly. Um, so here we go. Let's rock and roll with this thing, huh? All right. So one hand is over the other, shoulders are relaxed, elbows are nice and chill. Breath is going to be in the nose and then out the mouth. And breathing in the nose and out the mouth is always a really grounding and presencing thing to do, or presencing way to breathe. And so you're breathing all the breath and awareness and chi into the upper chest, and then exhaling it all the way back out. All right, here we go. Closing the eyes, breathing in the nose and breathing right into the upper chest. Breathing in, expanding with the energy, movement, and breath through your chest and out the mouth. And breathing in the nose for the second breath, breathing into the upper chest. Filling the space with breath and energy and out the mouth. Nice job. Breathing in the nose for the third breath. Stretching and expanding with every breath. Good job. And exhaling out the mouth. Relaxing into your own being and getting present to what's going on inside. Breathing in the nose for the fourth breath. Filling the upper chest with air and out the mouth. And final breath, breathing in the nose. Expanding the energy, movement, and breath all through the upper chest and out the mouth. Allowing your hands and your chest to sink all the way down and all the way in. Nice job. Bring your hands down to the solar plexus. Again, the shoulders are relaxed, elbows hang gently to your side. The breath is in the nose and out the mouth. Here we go. Breathing in the nose, breathing directly into your solar plexus. Stretching with energy, movement, and breath. And out the mouth. Allowing your belly to sink all the way down, compressing it in. Nice job breathing in the nose for the second breath. Stretching the energy and stretching the movement, and out the mouth. Allowing your hands to sink all the way into your solar plexus. Good job. Breathing in the nose for the third breath. Expanding with the energy and the movement and the breath, and out the mouth. Allowing your solar plexus to compress all the way down. Good job. Breathing in the nose for the fourth breath. Stretching, 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 and out the mouth. Allowing the solar plexus and squeeze all the way down. Nice job. Breathing in for, I think, the fourth breath. Bringing all your awareness and all your breath into your solar plexus and out the mouth. Allowing your solar plexus to compress all the way down. Nice job. I'm breathing in for the fifth and final breath. Stretching, 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 exhaling out the mouth. Allowing your hands to compress all the way back, letting them squeeze all the way back into your spine, pulling it in. Nice job. Bringing your hands down to your belly button, one hand over the other, and breathing in the nose. Breathing directly into your belly, stretching the energy forward through your navel and out the mouth. Allowing your hands to compress all the way back. Good job. Breathing in the nose for the second breath. Allowing your belly to stretch. Breathing in and out the mouth. Allowing your belly to compress all the way back. Nice job. Breathing from the spine forward through your belly button. Expanding through your hands and out the mouth. Pulling your belly in, squeezing your hands back. Nice job. Deepening in that awareness. Breathing in the nose for the third breath. Stretching through the belly, bringing the awareness all through the navel and out the mouth. Allowing your hands to come all the way back into your spine. Relaxing into the exercise. Breathing in the nose for the fourth breath. And out the mouth. Allowing your hands to come all the way back into your spine. Pulling your belly all the way in. Nice job. And breathing in for the fifth and final breath. And out the mouth. Now allowing your hands to come to your knees or your thighs or wherever they're most comfortable. And just check in. Check in with your thoughts. Check in with your energy. Check in with your awareness. Notice what's the same. Notice what's different. Just notice where you're at. Doing a check-in. And so one of the things I want to bring up here is that exercise helps us to get in touch with the emotions and what's going on inside in our internal landscape. And so many think that these practices are all about being peaceful. Well, eventually these exercises do lead to being more peaceful. Eventually they do lead to more of a balanced nature. But here's the thing is sometimes we need to acknowledge where we're at. Sometimes we're really pissed off. Sometimes we're really angry about something. Sometimes we're really irritated. And you know what? That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. It's a good thing, in fact, as long as we honor where we're at. and deal with it in a positive way. So emotions are natural. We're going to get mad at stuff, and allowing ourselves to be mad about those things, allowing ourselves to go through that process and just simply being present to it. Sometimes is all we can do. In fact, it's the most healthy thing to do. We're not meant to be these numb people walking around that don't have emotions that go up and down. We're meant to feel all of it. The more present we can be to that, the more present we can be with the ups and the downs, better off we're going to be. We're going to be healthier that way. All right. So I'm going to go into the third and final part of this, and that's the meditation part. That's where I'm going to do a guided meditation for everyone. And so the only thing you got to do is just chill out and relax. Listen to my voice, and the thing with this one is you might have a hard time envisioning or seeing uh, the orbs in the head or in the body. If you can't see them and you can't imagine them, feel them. Because here's the thing with all this, folks, is we are electrical. Our emotions, think about emotions, the word emotions itself. E motion. E is energy. Einstein, told us that one, right? E is emotion. Motion is, well, motion. It's action. Energy in motion, emotion, energy in motion. It's moving, right? Same thing happens with our nervous system. We're constantly pulsing and moving energy through us, right? This meditation, this guided meditation that I do, is all about awakening these different energy centers in our bodies so we start healing ourselves. We can heal ourselves from the inside out. We can raise our frequency and our energy enough to where we don't get sick anymore. It's more than possible. It's likely if you have some sort of a practice that and you believe in it. It's important. So anyway, that's what this is all about. So without further ado, just take a moment, close your eyes, drop in, check yourself out, and bring your awareness down into the earth. Bring your awareness all the way down into the center of the earth, getting present with yourself, getting present with the earth, getting grounded and connected to the earth. Just dropping in. Tune into, feel and sense the energy that's in the center of the earth. Tune into, feel and sense the energy of the crystals that are in the earth. Tune into, feel and sense the minerals that are in the earth. Tune into, feel and sense the rocks, the sand that's in the earth. Tune into, feel and sense the dirt that is in the earth. Tune into, feel and sense the water, the underground rivers, the underground oceans that are in the earth. Tune into, feel and sense the lava that is in the earth. Have your awareness on the deep, grounded, peaceful, and balanced energy that is in the earth. Just drop in and sense it and feel it. Have your awareness on it. Tune into it. Allow this awareness to come up through the ground, up from the center of the earth to the place where you're seated. Allow it to come up into your toes and into the bottoms of your feet. If it helps, you can imagine yourself walking barefoot in the grass or on the beach. bringing that grounded earth energy into your feet. Bring your awareness to this. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your ankles. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your calves. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your knees. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your thighs. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your hips. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your pubic bone. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your tailbone. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your lower back. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your belly. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your middle back. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your chest. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your upper back. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your shoulders. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your upper arms. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your elbows. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your forearms. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your wrists. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your hands. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your fingers. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your throat. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into the back of your neck. Bring your awareness and the grounded earth energy into the back of your head. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into the top of your head. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your forehead. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your eyes. Bring your awareness into the darkness behind your eyes. Bring your awareness into the darkness of your mind's eye, face, the center of your eyebrows. Bring your awareness to a spark of light that's beginning to emerge in the darkness of your mind's eye. If you can't see it, imagine it. If you can't see or imagine it, feel it. See, imagine, or feel the color of that spark of light. See, imagine, or feel the brightness of that spark of light. We're going to grow the spark of light by breathing into it 3 times. Each breath is going to grow it incrementally until it is the size of a marble. Going to be breathing in the nose and out the mouth. So here we go. Breathing in the nose, breathe directly into the center of our frontal lobes, behind the center of our forehead, and out the mouth. Breathing in the nose, taking a second breath, breathing directly into the space behind the center of our forehead, expanding that spark of light to be a little bit bigger, and out the mouth. And taking the third and final breath, breathing into the space of our third eye, right behind the center of our forehead. Nice job. And out the mouth. Now we're going to duplicate this marble sized orb that's sitting in our third eye, and we're going to allow it to float straight back. Allowing this orb to float straight back through the center of our brain, sending its twin straight back. And as it moves back, it's healing the space between our male and female sides of our brain, which is the right and left sides of the brain, bringing the two hemispheres together. As this orb moves back, it gently stops in the space between our ears, space of our pineal gland, which is this area of our intuition. We're going to take 3 breaths into the pineal gland. And we're going to expand it from the size of a marble into being the size of a golf ball. Each breath is going to grow it a little bit bigger. So breathing in the nose into the space between our ears, expanding that orb, expanding the feeling, and out the mouth. Taking a second breath, breathing in the nose, directly in the space between the ears. Expanding that orb a little bit bigger. Again, if you can't see it then feel it. And taking the third and final breath, growing it to be the size of a golf ball. And out the mouth. So I'm going to duplicate this golf ball sized orb that we have sitting in the space between our ears. And we're going to send its twin straight down through our throats. And as it moves down, it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our mouths, into our teeth, into our throats, into our cervical spine. And as this orb floats down, down through our throats, down into our upper chest, it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our upper respiratory systems, into our shoulders, into our collarbones, until it gently resides in the space of our hearts, where it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our hearts. We're going to take 3 breaths just like before, and we're going to expand this golf ball size orb that's in our heart and grow it to be the size of a baseball. Here we go. Breathing in the nose. Expanding that orb and out the mouth. Taking a second breath, breathing in the nose and expanding this orb to be a little bit bigger. Growing that orb and out the mouth. And taking a third and final breath. Growing this orb till it's the size of a baseball right in the center of our hearts, and exhaling out the mouth. So now we're going to duplicate this baseball sized orb and send its twin straight down through our bodies, through our bases, And as this orb moves down, it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our gallbladders, into our stomachs, into our large and small intestines. It's bringing healing light and healing energy into our livers, into our gallbladders, into our spleens, into our appendixes. It's bringing healing light and healing energy and chi into our kidneys. And as it moves down even further, it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our colons, into our bowels, into our bladders, until it gently stops in the space between our pubic bone and tailbone, where it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our reproductive organs. Now we're going to take 3 breaths into this baseball-sized orb that's sitting in our base. And we're going to expand it to be the size of a softball. Each breath is going to grow it a little bit more. Here we go. Breathing in the nose right into our base. Expanding it and out the mouth. Breathing in the nose for a second breath. Expanding a little more and out the mouth. And breathing in the nose for the third and final breath, growing this orb to be the size of a baseball or softball. Expanding it out and then out the mouth. Nice job. So now we're going to duplicate this softball sized orb and send its twin straight down into the earth. As it's moving down into the earth, it's bringing healing light and healing energy into the other orbs in our bodies. So we're sending this orb down 20 feet into the earth, sending it down 20 yards into the earth, sending it down 20 miles into the earth, sending it down 200 miles deep into the earth, sending it down 2,000 miles deep into the earth. Now send the orb all the way to the very center of the planet, where it's bringing healing light and healing energy, radiating it up into the 4 orbs that we have sitting in our bodies, beginning to bring the energy of the planet, bringing that grounded, stable, balanced energy from the center of the earth all the way up into the orb that we have sitting in our base, in our heart, in the pineal gland between our ears, and the pituitary gland that's sitting behind the center of our foreheads. And as these orbs begin to fill with this earth energy, begins to share that healing light and healing energy with the rest of our bodies. Seeing these orbs as they begin to grow like plants, expanding out like spider webs into the rest of our beings and the rest of our bodies. As they're bringing healing light and healing energy into our bone marrow, into our bones, recalcifying all of our bones where they need it. It's bringing healing light and healing energy into all of our joints, all of our ligaments, our tendons, our cartilage, repairing and bringing the necessary nutrients to all of these components of our bodies, healing our myelin sheath. And as they expand out even further, they're bringing healing light and healing energy into our endocrine system, healing all of our glands and balancing all of our hormones. And as they expand out into our immune defense system, where it's bringing in and developing the antibodies within our immune systems, the antibodies to the coronavirus, and any bacteria or virus that could ever do our bodies harm. And as it expands out even more, it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our circulatory systems, into our arteries, capillaries, veins, blood, heart, lungs. And as it expands out even more, it's bringing healing light and healing energy into all of our senses, to our eyes, our ears. It's rejuvenating and bringing elasticity back into our skin, bringing us a youthful vigor that radiates through every cell of our body. Expand out completely. They expand out to include every single cell of our bodies, awakening our DNA to our divine blueprint, creating a spin and a frequency within all of our DNA that awakens our quantum layers and quantum levels of knowingness, of remembrance of who and what we really are, bringing us into a greater symphony of oneness, love, and connection. Take a moment to sit with that. And when you're ready, you can begin wiggling your fingers, begin wiggling your toes, begin wiggling your nose. Move your body side to side a little bit, maybe a little forward and back. Bringing your awareness back into the present moment. When you're fully ready, you can open your eyes, totally bring your awareness back to the screen in front of you. Right on, folks. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of this. Appreciate you being here. Whatever we heal inside of ourselves, we also help others to heal as well. We're not in this alone. We're in this together. We'll get through it all. Having a little grace with ourselves, having grace with each other is really going to be the key. Right on, folks. I will be back on Tuesday to do this all over again. So between now and then, please be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and take care. Hey, you're welcome, Randy. Have a good one, buddy.